understand integration by parts topic. So therefore, today I'm going to be explaining this topic. So hope you guys will be able to understand the topic by the end of this video. Okay. To solve integration by parts problem, so first of all we have to memorize the equation. So which is integration of u dv equal to uv minus integration of v du. This is the equation for integration by parts which we have to memorize to solve integration by parts problem. Okay, so first of all, the question is from where do we get this equation? Okay, let me show you. Let's say f of x and g of x are two functions. Okay, so we have to differentiate these two functions. We have to differentiate these two functions. So okay, first of all, how can we differentiate these two functions? To differentiate these two functions, we have to use another formula, which is product rule. Okay, so what is product rule? Product rule is, let's say I'm going to write it in here, u v. So using product rule, if we want to differentiate u v, so first of all we have to take u, then differentiation of v dv dx, plus we have to take v and differentiation of u du dx. This is the differentiation of uv using product rule. Okay, so using product rule we are going to differentiate this part. Okay, so let's say this is our u and this is our v. Okay, so first of all, how we differentiate? We take u dv g prime x, which is g prime x, plus v du dx, which is f prime x. F prime x. Okay, so we get this equation. Okay, so now we have to integrate this part. Let's say if I integrate this part, f of x g prime x plus g of x f prime x. If we integrate this part, we have to put d of x at the end because we are integrating this function with respect to x. Let's say if there is t, then we have to write dt because we are going to differentiate with the respect of t. So if we differentiate this one as there is a plus over here, so we can divide it into two parts. F of x, then g prime x dx, plus, I'm going to write it here because of the space problem, g of x and f prime x dx. Okay, this is the integration simply. So for the second one, okay, the next line, our main equation is this one, which is f of x g of x equal to integration of f of x g prime x dx plus integration of g of x f prime x dx. So to find the integration of f of x and g prime x, we have to put these two functions at this side and that side. This if I put this function here, then it's going to be integration of f of x g prime x dx equal to, if I put this one, as this one is positive, this one is going to be negative, and this one is positive, this one is going to be negative. So negative is cancel out. So it's going to be positive. x, and as this one is going to be negative, then this equation will be changed as well. G of x and f prime x dx. Okay, so until here we are clear. Okay, let me erase this part. Okay, so this is our original equation. Let's say we put this one as our, assume this one is our u, this one is our u, and this one is our v. So this one is our u as well, this one is our v. As this one is our v, is going to be our dv. As this one is our u, f of x is our u, so f prime x is going to be our du. So if you write it in another way, you can write like integration of u dv equal to uv minus integration of v du. Okay, so you can see we get back the original question from this equation. So that's how we can get back the equation for integration by parts. Okay, now we're going to solve our first question, which is integration of x and sin x dx using integration by parts formula. Okay, what is integration by parts? Integration by parts, we call this formula as integration by parts because there are two parts, which is u and dv. U, v, and then v, du. So we call this as, because we have these two parts, u and dv especially. This one you no need to count these two parts. So let's say in this equation we have two parts, x and sin x dx. So now we have to think like which one we should take as u and which one we should take as dv. So always we have to take u as like which one is easy to differentiate. That one is easy to differentiate, we will take this one as our u. To solve integration by parts formula, we always have to memorize some small trigonometric formulas, which is integration of sin x is negative cos x by differentiation of x, and integration of cos x is sin x, and sin x by differentiation of the x. Integration of 1 is x, integration of x cube is x cube over 4, integration of e to the power u is e to the power u, and by differentiation of u. So we have to memorize this formula to solve this question. Okay, let's solve. So which one is easy to solve? So as we can see, differentiation of sin x is negative cos x over differentiation of x, and differentiation of x is only 1. So here you can see differentiation of x is only 1. So we'll take x as our u. Let's say u is x and dv is our sin x dx. So this will go down because we have to find the du dx. Why we write dx? Because we are going to differentiate this with the respect of x. So du dx of x is 1, which is du equal to dx, and here is dv is our sin x dx. So we are going to go up. So v. So when do we have to find the sin x is our dv. So we have to find the v. How can we find? We have to integrate this part. Integrate this part, then we can get back our v. So what is the integration of sin x? You can see integration of sin x is negative cos x over x prime. So sin x is negative cos x over x prime. Okay, here is our x prime is differentiation of x. So differentiation of x is only 1. See, here is the x. So if you differentiate this one, you get only 1 because there is a 1 above. So differentiation of x is 1. So if you put 1 in here, it's no need to write. So I'm going to be erasing this part.
So that's what I get. Okay, now we have to solve. So after we find this one, we have to put it in the equation. I said we have to put it in this point. uv minus integration of v du. So u is our x, v is our negative cos x, minus integration of v is our negative cos x, and du is our dx. Okay, so which is positive and negative will become x cos x, and then this negative become positive, integration of cos x dx. Now we have to differentiate, we have to integrate this cos x again. So what is the integration of cos x? Is sin x over x prime, which is x differentiation of x. So negative x cos x plus integration of cos x is sin x, and x prime is our 1. So this one we need to write. Plus, as there is no limit over here, there is no limit, so we have to add c at the back. So this could be our final answer, but for simplification we can write it again like this, like sin x negative x cos x plus c. Okay, now we're going to solve our second question for integration by parts, which is integration of natural logarithm x and dx. So there are two functions I can see, ln x and dx. So we have to take one of them as u and another as dv. So first of all, we have to think like which one we should take as u. So let's say if we take dx as our u, it's easy to differentiate. But at the end, we have to write a lot to solve get our final answer. But if we take ln x as our u, so we can easily get rid of natural logarithm, which is a good thing. So let's say we take u as our ln x. So when you differentiate this one, du dx is 1 over x because we are differentiating in d of x because we are differentiating with respect of x. So we have to each and every case we have to find dx because we have to put back dx again. So du is 1 over x dx. Okay, so here is what. So we write dv because it will go down. So when you write, we have to take dx, dv. So dv is our dx, which is this one. So this will go up. Now, most of the time when it's dx, most of the people get confused how to integrate this part. So to integrate this part, we have to see like there is a hidden one in front. So there is hidden one in front. So when you integrate one, it's easy to integrate one. So when you integrate one, as you can see, integration of one is x, which is v is equal to x. So when you integrate one, you get back x. When you differentiate x, you get back 1. So it's same. So this one. So we put this one to our equation. U is our ln x. V is our x minus integration of v du. Du is our 1 over x dx. Okay. So here we can see this one. Okay. Okay. So here is the x and x. We can get rid of x. It's going to be x ln x minus integration of 1 dx. So we have to integrate 1 again. When you integrate 1 again, it's x. Integration of 1 is always x. X ln x minus x plus c. So this could be our final example. But if we want to simplify more, we can take common as x, then it become ln x minus 1 plus c. So this is our final answer. Okay, now we are going to solve our third question for integration by parts. So in this question is integration of x cube and ln x. So we have to take if one of them as u and another of them is as v. So we'll take ln x as our u because using this we can get rid of the natural logarithm. So u is ln x. So du dx of ln x is 1 over x. So du is 1 over x dx. Okay. Now dv it will go like this, and now it's dv. dv is our x cube dx. So it will go up opposite direction because we have to find the antiderivative or integration of x cube. So integration of x cube is x, whatever the power is, plus 1 and divide by the same thing. So it's going to be x to the power 4 over 4. So it's going to be our x to the power 4 over 4. So this is we get. So now we're going to put back these two to our original equation. So our equation is u is our ln x, v is our x to the power 4 over 4, uv minus integration of v is x to the power 4 over 4 du is 1 over x dx. So here I can take back 1 over 4 in front, 1 over 4 ln x to the power 4 minus, here you can see x and x, so we can cut this one to x cube. So it's going to be our integration of 1 over 4 x cube dx. Okay. So as this one you can see is a constant. So this one we can take back outside of the integration. So 1 over 4 ln x to the power 4 minus 1 over 4 integration of x cube dx. So I'm going to be erasing this part. So this is the equation. So from this equation we can say like 1 over 4 ln x to the power 4 minus 1 over 4, and integration of x to the power 3 as I showed before is going to be x to the power 4 over 4 plus c. So it's going to be 1 over 4 ln x to the power 4 minus 1 over 16 x to the power 4 plus c. So this could be our final exam. Sorry, this could be our final answer. So, but using if you want to say simplify, we can simplify more. Like we have to take common from 1 over 4, 1 over 4. So if we take common as 1 over 4, then it's going to be our no, we can take common as x to the power 4 as well. So 1 over 4 x to the power 4, we take common. So there, what we left is ln x minus 1 over 4 plus c. So this is our final answer. Okay, now we're going to solve our fourth question for integration by parts. So in this question, we have two parts. Is this one. Oh, no, two parts is like x and e to the power 2x. So we have to take one as u and another as dv. So let's say if we take e to the power 2x as our u, so it's very difficult to differentiate this one. So we're going to take x as our u. So u is our x. So du dx is our 1. So du equal to dx. So it's going to be going down. So dv is our e to the power 2x dx. So we have to find the antiderivative or integration of e to the power 2x. So integration of e to the power x, integration of e to the power x is e to the power x, and over differentiation of x, which is x x dot. So this situation, the differentiation of x is our 1. So it's going to be e to the power of x and 1, which is e to the power of x. So in this case, e to the power 2x, integration of e to the power 2x is e to the power 2x, and differentiation of this part, differentiation of 2x is 2. So over 2, which is 1 over 2 e to the power 2x. So v is going to be our 1 over 2 e to the power 2x. Okay, so now we're going to put back to our original equation. So u is our x, v is our half e to the power 2x minus integration of v is our half e to the power 2x, du is our dx. So it's going to be x, then e to the power 2x over 2 minus, as half is a constant, we can put it outside, division of e to the power 2x dx. So it's going to be, if you simplify this part, then we can get half e to the power 2x over n multiply x minus half integration of e to the power 2x, integration of e to the power 2n is half e to the power 2x, half e to the power 2x plus c. So I'm going to be erasing this part. Okay. Half e to the power x, e to the power 2x and x minus 2 to multiply is 4, so 1 over 4 e to the power 2x plus c. So this could be our final answer, but if you want to simplify more, then you can take like half e to the power 2x common, half e to the power 2x as common, then it's going to be like x minus half plus c. So this one is our final answer. Hello everyone. Now I'm going to be explaining the fifth problem of integration by parts. So here you guys can see the problem is integration of arc tangent x dx. So most of the students, they get confused when they see arc tangent x. So actually you guys know, like you guys are familiar with tan inverse 1 x, then sine inverse 1 x, then cos inverse 1 x. Actually, tan inverse 1 can be written as arc tan x. Sine inverse 1 can be written as arc sine x. And cos inverse 1 can be written as arc cos x. So basically this is the basic idea, both are same. So to solve this question, you guys have to know like what is the differentiation of arc tangent x. So here you guys can see the differentiation of arc tangent x is 1 over x square plus 1. So basically the thing is differentiation of tan inverse 1 x is 1 over x square plus 1, and the differentiation multiply the differentiation of x. So differentiation of x is x inverse, so which is here is 1, so it's going to be only 1 over x square plus 1. So here in this question we have two parts, arc tangent x and dx. So one of them we have to choose as u, another one we have to choose as dv. So let's say we take arc tangent x as our u. So u equal to arc tangent x, and dv is equal to dx. So differentiation of arc tangent x is du dx, dx because we're differentiating this one with respect of x. So differentiation of this one is 1 over x square plus 1. So this one will go down, and here you guys can see like dx, so there is a hidden 1 in front, so it will go up. So integration of 1 is x. So now we will get back to our question. As you guys can see, like our original question is u v minus integration of v du. Actually it's integration of u v u dv equal to, this is the original question, integration of u dv equal to uv minus integration of v du. This is our original question. So we're going to put this thing to our question. So u is our arc tangent x, v is our x, minus integration of v is x, and du. Du is our, in here, 1 over x square plus 1 dx. So this one is going to be our du. 1 over x square plus 1 dx. So here we get this one. So from here you can see like we have to integrate this part again, but you can write it in here like arc tangent x integration of minus integration of x square plus 1 dx. So we have to integrate this part again. So in this situation we have three possibilities. One is integration by parts, another one is integration by partial fraction, and another one is u substitution. So let's say integration by parts we cannot use in this situation because there is a denominator and denominator, so we cannot use this. The secondly is integration by partial fraction, so we cannot use that one as well because there is a denominator and numerator involved. So left is u substitution. So let's say we use u substitution, what do we get? So I'm going to be erasing this part because of the space problem. So let's say if I use u substitution method, I have to take one of them as u. So always whatever the difficult part is, so we will take this one as u. Let's say u is our x square plus 1. So we have to differentiate this one. Du dx is our 2x. So du is our 2x dx, and du over 2x is our dx. This one is our dx. Okay, so if I start now, so it's gonna be, I'm gonna be erasing this part. This one will be arc tangent x minus integration of x, then x square plus 1 is our u, so it's gonna be u, and dx is our du over 2x. du over 2x. Okay, so here you guys can see x can be cancelled out. Okay, if x cancel out, then the next line is arc tangent x minus 1 over u and 1 over 2 du. Okay, so here you guys can see like this is a constant. If this one is a constant, this can be taken out in front. So it will be arc tangent x minus half integration of 1 over u du. Okay, so I'm going to be erasing this part. Okay, so now I have to integrate this part again, integration of 1 over u. As you guys can see, integration of 1 over x is ln x plus c. So integration of 1 over u will be, here will be arc tangent x and x minus half. Integration of 1 over u is ln, means natural logarithm x, natural logarithm of u plus c. So after that we have to put back u as whatever we took before. So it's gonna be arc tangent x minus half ln used to be our so our u used to be like x square plus 1. So we took like u as x square plus 1, and then we did all the procedure and everything. So now we're going to put back our u is ln x square plus 1 plus c. So this is our final answer for this problem. So I hope you guys are pretty clear about the integration by parts problem. So thank you for watching.